everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura, and as you know from the title, I went to the beach the other day and figured out, I can do a video talking about books to bring with you to the beach, books that are fun and just kind of cozy in a really light-hearted kind of way. So I know it's not summer all over the world, but I think there are still really good books to just read one afternoon next to your chimney with a hot cup of chocolate. So I have 5 recommendations for you today. 4 of them are street gay romance books, and the 5th one is going to be a cozy mystery with some gay romance but a bit more in the background. For those who really love a good mystery, you can also have gay romance on them. The first book I'm going to be talking about is Project Hero by Briar Prescott. This is one of my favorites, if not my favorite light-hearted book. I remember vividly just walking and reading this book while I was walking because I couldn't stop reading and I couldn't stop laughing out loud in public because the nerd POV Andy, because this book is a nerd joke gay romance, which if you didn't know is one of my favorite tropes of all time. I absolutely adore the dynamics between a nerd joke when they are doing all right, and in this case, so you're following Andy, who feels like he's a sidekick on his own story and he wants to be the main character, so he wants to change a bit of things about his aspect. Nothing really too traumatic, just be a bit more social, learn how to flirt, change a bit his t-shirts and stuff, but still be himself. And he's going to meet Lo, who is the jock. He kind of coaches the team. And the problem is that his players are failing physics. And the only person who has really good grades with that teacher on physics, you know who is going to be? Andy. So Lo goes to him and he's like, can you please tutor the team because we really need those players. And Andy's like, no, I'm very busy, I cannot do it. And then Lo realizes that Andy wants to do this huge makeover that he doesn't really know how to do. And Lo is like, okay, I help you like being more flirty. I will just, we can be friends. I can help you with that. And in exchange, you're going to help me make my players not fall at physics. So it's going to be like forced proximity kind of vibe because they're going to meet a lot and they're going to slowly realize that they could be really good at friends and really good at more than friends. The only bad thing I have about this book is that Andy is doing all of this because he's in love with his best friend. At least he thinks he's in love with his best friend, and he spends so much of the book thinking that he's in love with his best friend, completely oblivious about the fact that he keeps thinking about Lo in a way that is not really just friends kind of relationship, whereas Lo is the one suffering the unrequited love because Lo is helping Andy do all of this for another guy and Lo is falling in love with Andy, so it's like the ants. But since I really enjoy the ants, I was kind of okay about Andy being oblivious, and I just adore this book so much. Then I have another super light-hearted, super funny book, and it's Dearest Milton by N.R.Walker. If you haven't tried N.R.Walker and you like fluffy readings, what you are waiting for? You need to try her. I know some of her books are not as sweet, but most of her books are really cute, very short, perfect for going to the beach. I absolutely adore her books. And in this case, you're following Malachi. He is this super quirky character, has a lot of personality. His dad doesn't know what to do with him anymore because he keeps being fired. So he puts him in this place where they basically have to sort out things that go missing. For example, like parcels and stuff that are being shipped to some address and maybe that address was wrong, things like that. So it's kind of a mystery section. And Malachi is going to go there and he's going to figure it out that the people working there are also very nerdy and very themselves, and he will realize, oh, maybe I can actually have my place here, which is something I love. I think a light heart romance really needs the secondary characters adding a lot more to the story. And the love interest of the story is Julian, who is more shy, more quiet, and is like the boss of this section. And he has these letters that are between 2 lovers and they are gay, and these letters are decades old and they don't really know how to make it work because they don't have the names on in them. They want to give those letters back to the person, but at the same time they cannot really announce them because since the letters are so old, they don't want to cause any kind of trauma between the families because maybe those men didn't marry after all because it was really long ago. Maybe they married a woman and maybe they are not even alive anymore, so they don't want to cause any kind of problems with their families. So they have to figure it out who is the owner of these letters and see if he's alive still. So they have this huge mystery, and Julian and Malachi are the ones who know about these letters because everyone else doesn't know about them. So they have to be working together to try to solve the mystery, which was so good, guys. It's a very light book, very short, but so amazing. I reread this book so many times. I just love it. Just thinking about it makes me want to reread it. And now it has a second book and it's told from Julia's POV because the first book is from Malachi's point of view and the second book is kind of like an extended epilogue. It's like a novella. Then I wasn't going to add this one because I know you must be sick of hearing about this book. But I realized that a lot of people still haven't read this book because my friends are reading it now that the movie is coming. You know what's coming. Red Wine for the This book. Hear me out. If you still haven't read it and you like fluffy books and new adult romances, try it because it's so much fun. And if you're thinking about rereading it, also it's a really good moment because the movie is coming, guys. This is basically between Alex, who is the POV, is only one POV, and he's very social, very sunshine, and he's the typical character you just love following because he's just so much fun to be around. And he's the son of the President of the United States. And the thing is that Alex kind of starts with the grown foot with Henry, who is the Prince of United Kingdom, which is like a huge thing because it's all over the news. It will be like a huge problem. So they start like talking and being friends because they start kind of like enemies, and they start talking and then realize, oh, maybe we could be friends, or maybe they could be more than friends. But that's also a problem because the son of the President of the United States and the Prince of the United Kingdom being gay with each other, maybe someone's brain is going to explode there, so it's kind of like angsty because of that, so they have to keep it a secret. And it's such a fun book. It does have more politics towards the end, which I would rather not have any politics, especially because it's a fluffy book, you know? I'm like, I don't want to hear about that. But not a lot of people actually like it. There are not a lot of them. There are just a bit. If you think it's going to be for you, I would highly recommend to read it because I have some friends who didn't read it because it's like typical hyped book, and now they are actually reading it because of the movie, and they're like, okay, I see the hype now. Of course, it's not going to be for everyone, but I hope it is for you. They have kidnapped by a pirate because it's summer, you're in the beach, maybe you want to fantasize about something, and pirate romances are a really good option. So this is the one that has the best smut of the 5 books I'm going to be talking about today. Pirate romance. It has to have good smut. So as you probably know from the title already, Nathaniel, the main character, is going to be kidnapped by the captain of this pirate ship, and basically they're going to be asking Nathaniel's father for money. I think they give him like 1 month or 3 weeks, something like that. The thing is that Nathaniel's father is the one that makes this pirate ship a pirate ship because they used to be pirateers, which means that they worked for the crown, but Nathaniel's father told a lie about them, and now they have to be pirates and they cannot go back to their homes. So they don't like Nathaniel's father, which means that if Nathaniel's father does not pay, they are going to kill Nathaniel as revenge. The thing is that Nathaniel and this captain are going to be alone together in the same room for a lot of days, and Nathaniel is gay, and he was actually on his way to marry a girl that he doesn't even know. And so for him, it's like the last moment to actually be with a guy, and he has the captain of the pirates there who is really hot, who seems he's actually into him too, so they're going to maybe do some things and it's so hot. The best part about this book is that it has really good smut, really good romance, really good action, because a lot of people don't like when romances doesn't have any kind of plot going on, and in this case there are all the time things happening, and it was such a fun adventure at the same time, a really spicy one. So if you're into all of that, I highly recommend this book. And the last one is the one that is actually a cozy mystery, and it's Secrets and Scrabble by Josh Lanyon. I also read by her the Adrien English Mysteries. I absolutely adore her writing style. It's so funny and the mysteries are so good. In this case they are more cozy, but it also has less romance than Adrien English Mysteries. So if you want more romance and if you don't mind having a lot of angst, because in the Adrien English Mystery series, the love interest has internal homophobia, just homophobia in general, and you have to be following him as he slowly, very slowly figures out that being gay is not bad. In this case, Secrets of Scrabble is a lot more cozy, less angsty, more sweet, more fun. So you can always start with this one, and if you want a bit more romance and a bit of angst, try the other afterwards. I've listened to books 1 and 2 on audiobook and read book 3. I'm currently in book 4, and I'm just having such a great time with the books. Just take into account that the romance is going to be secondary, so take them as mystery books that are going to give you a bit of romance too. That is going to be really good, but not a romance at all. Just has some romance on the background, and also doesn't have smut, because turns out there is like a rule that cozy mysteries cannot have smut on them. I don't know who made it, but I think readers couldn't vote that, because I think if we could vote that, we will have chosen another option. Still, if you like slow burn romance, if you enjoy a really good mystery, because the mysteries are so good, guys. I feel like lately for me it's so hard to find really good mysteries, and I find it kind of funny that I'm finding better mysteries or mystery romance books than the actual mystery books, and you also have the romance added. So it's like, you're perfect. So you're following a lady who has just received a bookstore, very old bookstores in a very small town. I think it's like an island in Rhode Island or something like that. And he comes from New York and he wanted something completely new for him. So he goes to this very small town vibes. I mean, cozy mystery, guys. The thing is that he goes to this bookstore and someone gets killed on that bookstore, and that someone argued with him the same day. So of course everyone is like, okay, this person is new here and now we have a killing, it's going to be him. So he has to kind of figure it out, the mystery, before they put him in jail. And the chief of the police there is going to be the love interest, and it's Carson. I love Carson so much. It's such really boyfriend material. I was expecting another very angsty love interest, but in this case, no. I just love, when the love interest is all the time protecting the main character from hurting himself by being too curious for his own good. Like, Carson is all the time there. So yeah, as you see, very little romance, but Laura is very excited still. So that's it for the video. I hope you enjoy. I hope you like these recs. You can leave me know in the comments which are the summer reads for you. And also if you're interested about Red, White and Royal Blue, the movie, because I want to be hopeful, because I watched Heartstopper series, which I think it was a really good adaptation. Please don't kill me. I thought it was really good, and I hope this one is really good too. But so far, I'm a bit annoyed that the actors are a lot older than the main characters here. Like, I imagine them being 21, 22, I think they are, something like that. And the actors they are using are a lot older, so for me it was kind of a shock. But I hope that's the only problem I have with that movie. Thank you so much for watching. You can like, you can subscribe, and I'll see you soon in another video.